Go.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, I'm Patrick Cole, and this is My House is for Sale. I want to give you a quick tour of my organic permaculture garden. So to start, I've incorporated numerous organic plants that I've actually either purchased or grown from seed. Also have some that I've used from cuttings, such as roses. Here I have an organic olive tree that I actually acquired from Williams-Sonoma on one of their shoots. The tree is actually from Sonoma itself, so I know the source itself. I have numerous cypress trees, which actually house a lot of native birds and wildlife. They like to come in, finches, hummingbirds. Obviously, when I first started this project, there was only two massive redwoods, dead lawn, and a bunch of dying shrubs, both in the front and backyard. The backyard actually had two massive pine trees, dead lawn, and shrubs along the fence, which I had to take out. So with that in mind, I wanted to make sure that I can do an organic garden that was self-sufficient, completely sustainable, pretty drought tolerant. So what I've done is I've managed to incorporate plants that can not only handle the heat, but dry conditions. So on the front, obviously, I have the rosemary right there. You come into some roses, which have been here for a while. And you have the cypress trees, which are pretty deep-rooted. They help till the soil and obviously allow for other plants to grow self-sufficiently, so that way you're not watering too much. Then you have your ornamental bamboo, that just adds a little bit of color. More rosemary. Right here I have the very drought-tolerant and hardy pineapple guava. So it handles various zones, meaning that it can handle extreme cold all the way up to extreme heat, and not use up too much water. Then you come over here. Many people are not very familiar with this plant, but this is Spanish broom. So being half Spanish, my ancestors brought this plant in, and it's called Spanish broom for a reason, because obviously you can cut off a branch, use it as a broom for old time's sake. And during early spring up to late summer, you get beautiful yellow snapdragon flowers. Those flowers actually bring in the bumblebees and honeybees, which is great. Obviously you want to have pollinators, because it goes hand in hand with this guava, which blossoms, has beautiful blossoms, but you always want to keep a pair also with the guava. So obviously you have your pollinators here. They come in, pollinate your flowers or your blossoms, and you get fruit. And here you have some pineapple guava, which is extremely delicious and filled with antioxidants. Then you come over here, and what I've done is created a complete canopy. So obviously you have the two redwoods, but the sun was still coming in. So what I did is that massive shade tree was actually grown from a sapling, so it wasn't here when I first moved in. And then you have this shrub, which grows up to 15 feet tall. I've incorporated, just to give it a natural flow, I've had two Granny Smith apples right here that you could barely notice, and they both fruit. So you have one here and one here. So this is connecting to the redwood, creating a canopy, and then you have the shrub, which is also adding more shade, and then you have the shade tree, then you have an oak tree, and it just forms one massive canopy. So during summertime, it's about 20 to 30 degrees cooler. And during wintertime, when it's raining, actually the rain can't even get through these redwoods. So it's a great thing to have if you want to come over here and study. Come over here, I just want to give it a natural flow and make it, feel like you're up in Redwood Regional, up in the Oakland Hills. One of my favorite places to run, being an endurance athlete. Along here, I've, incorporated numerous flowering plants, lilies, salvia, which has these beautiful red snapdragon flowers, bird of paradise. And then you come over here, you have a natural border / fence, and you have your cypress trees and nice shrubs, just to keep, people and dogs out, so that way you have your own privacy. And then you come over here, you have your path. So I've also incorporated natural mulch / amender. So by using droppings from the redwood and leaves during fall. So you can come over here, you have your flagstone path, and just went through some nice shade plants because these plants do not like full sun, but they are rather drought tolerant. And you can come up over here, you have more redwoods. This was actually grown from seed. So I grew this from a little sapling. So it's just great to have more canopy. So once that's fully grown, you have more canopy over here. This ornamental red plum actually does grow edible fruit. So that's gonna, intertwine with this, creating more full canopy. You have these two fruit trees. They're actually connected together. So you have your peach and your apricot. So it's grafted on. So that's all intertwined with this one massive canopy with edible fruit trees, or trees that produce edible fruit. Another redwood, and then you have your pine, and then you have your crepe myrtles, which produce beautiful flowers. I believe this one is a pink variety. And then you have another one that's over there. It's not too deep rooting, so you don't have to worry about it damaging any pipes or anything like that. Obviously more border over here, more flowering shrubs. And then we can come back to the backyard and I'll give you a quick tour.